What is going on, my friends? Welcome to another great episode of the Arrington Gavin Show. This is the show where we discuss trending news and thought provoking topics from the fields of politics, sports, pop culture, and all of the above. I am your guy, your host, Arrington Gavin, coming to you on this awesome, awesome evening. Hope you all are doing great. Hope you all are staying safe and hydrated because I don't know about you, but look, at least here in VA, it is a scorcher. Okay, I'm talking high 90 degrees. Literally, you dress up, you got your lotion on and hot, all this other good stuff. You smell good. Literally, when I walk outside, y'all, I just drench in sweat. Okay, it is just it's like, why even waste my time? I can literally shower outside, literally, because I've been sweating all day. And just now starting to cool off. Once I, once I'm still, but yeah, hope you all are having a great time. It's officially the start of the summer. And I wonder what your summer plans are. Are you going out of town? Are you staying local? What's on the agenda? Hope you you plan something, a kickback, or just chillax, or just something to help wind down. I know that's something I need to do. My wife and I, we need to do. We've been busy and working hard day in and day out, and we always fall short of making sure we put the time to just enjoy ourselves, to chillax and just be still, because I feel like we're always on the move. We have so many uh, uh, errands to run and jobs to do and things in that nature. So I hope you all, the listeners and viewers out there that's tuning in here to this program, I hope you have something planned for this summer, or, with your loved ones or just with some friends, and just always know to take the time to treat yourself and make sure you just wind down. Okay, wind down. You have to mentally decompress and just chill, just chill. I'm not a great singer, so I'm not gonna sing nothing to you. But look, the Arrington Gavin Show is coming to you with new times. As I mentioned on the digital format of our program, we drop new episodes Monday through Thursdays at 7 p.m. wherever you can listen to your podcast as well as watch the visual podcast. So you can listen to this program available wherever you get your podcast, whether that's uh wherever, Spotify, uh iHeart, all major podcast platforms. Also, you can tune in to the show visually by going to our YouTube channel, R Smooth Club Media. Okay, R Smooth Club Media, or our Rumble channel, The Arrington Gavin Show. Facebook at R Smooth Club Podcast, as well as X. Okay, X on our Smooth Club Media as well. Be sure to follow us on social media. Instagram at our Smooth Club Media, as well as my personal Instagram, Arrington Gavin. It's my name. It's very easy, and that's Arrington with two R's and one A, not AAR. I get that a lot. So yeah, man. So many great things, and also too, you can listen to the show uh to with our on the radio waves out in the metro Atlanta area, WDJY 99.1 FM, straight talk. This show airs on that radio station Monday through Fridays at 11 p.m. So a little late night vibe, a little wind down. I hope y'all continue to listen and support them. You can also tune in online to WDJY 99.1fm.com. Multiple ways you can tune into this program. Also, if you want to check out the show on demand, on the channel Our Brand Media, Our Brand TV, Our Brand TV, 3 words, on Roku Fire Stick. It's a mobile app for Android or iPhone users, and also online at ourbrandtv.com. Let me just, yes, ourbrandmedia.com, as well as wdjyfm.com if you want to listen to the show online. So multiple ways you can tune into the program, and very honored and excited to have you all joining here on this great day. Before we move on, also, I would like to acknowledge one of our proud supporters of the Arrington Gavin show, Ingenious Gin. It's a rose gold, veteran owned and minority owned gin. Okay, for you gin explorers, gin connoisseurs out there, I'm telling you, this is an amazing spirit. Look, I've always been more of a bourbon, tequila guy. Wine, I really don't mind any, as long as it's good, and a good, good sip and drink. Never really dabbled in the gin, but until I had Ingenious Gin, I became a changed man. I want to. It's an amazing drink. You can have it straight on ice. It's a great mixer. I mean, it's literally everything you need. So I highly recommend to add this to your shelf, to your gin collection for the gin explorers and gin connoisseurs out there. If you would like to grab a bottle, be sure to visit your local spirit stores or ABC stores. If they don't have it, hey, make sure you ask to see if they can get that in the stores. If you prefer to go online and buy one, all you have to do is go to www.ingeniousgin.com. Again, that's www.ingeniousgin.com. Also, Bernardo's Menswear, we would like to acknowledge them as well as a proud supporter of the Arrington Gavin show, as well as Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Rugged is the new smooth. It's an awesome we want to thank those small businesses of supporting this program. Again, Bernardo's Menswear, their website, if you prefer to shop online, it's www.bernardosmenswear.com. Or if you're located in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area, be sure to visit their store located in MacArthur Mall in the heart of downtown Norfolk. First floor, Bernardo's Menswear. They have business casual attire, shoes, suits, you name it, custom. They are so sharp over there. Bernardo Johnson, my good friend, please tell him Arrington sent you. As I mentioned as well, Rugged Evolution Beard Care, a men's all natural grooming line. Okay, uh facial hair sporters out there, whether you have a mustache, goatee, beard, you name it, I highly recommend to check out Rugged Evolution Beard Care. They have an amazing line of great products. You can go on their website, www.ruggedevo.com. Okay, ruggedevo.com. They have been mentioned in Essence magazines, Philadelphia magazine, so many national known publications, as well as literally share in in one of the largest online e-commerce, Walmart. So you can find them online at Walmart as well. But hey, let's go ahead and support ruggedevo.com. You can get it from their direct website, okay, ruggedevo.com. And just to even make your weight even better, go online, and when you're at checkout, make sure you put in the 3-digit code 001. Okay, 001. You would get 15% off your purchase by using that code at ruggedevo.com. All right, you're welcome, my friends, you're welcome. So look, guys, on today's show, we're going to be impacting a lot of great stuff. So Saks Fifth Avenue, the very known, expensive retail store that has been in existence for many years, is issuing an apology to a gentleman who's an African American, and we'll talk a little more. But they were showing some signs of discrimination and racial profiling. Turns out this guy happened to be an NBA general manager. Okay, you hear me? An NBA general manager. So, boy, did they F up. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Also, actor Jonathan Majors is back in the limelight. On a good note, he received a major award at the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards, and he also has a new landed a new gig as well. Also, it's going to be a funny story involving two thieves that is fighting over a package that they each are trying to steal, which is hilarious. Also, what's your take on, and being confident and embracing your body, right? Like, not how far would you go, but as you know, in today's society, loving yourself and embracing your looks is very important. I'm a huge advocate of that. There happens to be a special day that's happening around all the United States, all 50 states. Those that that have prominent beaches is called Fat Beach Day. Okay, Fat Beach Day. Keep that in mind. We'll talk a little more about that soon throughout the show. But before we get going, look, we're gonna do a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We be back with more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Don't change that dial.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
rugged is the new smooth.
Welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. So, guys, as I mentioned before, Saks Fifth Avenue is issuing an apology to a gentleman that they happen to be racial profiling. Okay, his name is Will Dawkins, and Will Dawkins happened to be the NBA manager for the Washington Wizards. Okay, the NBA manager for the NBA general manager for the Washington Wizards. Now, my question today is, have you ever been racially profiled? Have you? Because throughout my life, I have been racially profiled. I'll say probably at least a couple, at least two, well, no, three times. Three times I have been racially profiled. And I can remember him like it was yesterday. So uh when I was in well, when I grew up a private school kid, right? I attended private Christian school. So being a part of the minority group, it was a lot of strong conservative folks that was, that was uh I was around, right? Very strong conservative folk, which is nothing wrong with that, but white conservatives, okay? White people that probably didn't have a lot of black friends or any black friends, so they really didn't know how to act in certain conversations and jokes and things like that. And so I remember I was I always used to get teased on for, oh, Arrington, stop, you sound white, stop talking white. Okay, so as a young kid, I really didn't know any better. I really didn't know any better, and I used to just say, "Ah, shut up. I'm not talking white. I'm talking like me. I'm talking the way I was raised. This is how I talk." Yet I never really defended myself to say, well, what is a black person supposed to? How's a black person supposed to sound? Okay, because now you're kind of putting me labeling like, okay, do you think that we all sound the same? Do you think we all might sound, what like uneducated? How is black people supposed to talk? Like I was very very the older I get now, it's like the more I'm like, oh, if I ran into that person, I would love to ask a question like, why did you say that? Why was that joke? Because it wasn't funny. Stop trying hard. Like you said it multiple times. So that was one incident. I was probably like in high school, middle school, maybe freshman year in high school. Um, Fast forward when I was in college, I remember I was leaving class. I stopped at a local gas station that sold food there, and I was like, oh, let me grab some food. I'm hungry. So while I was waiting, an older white guy came up to me out of the blue, just randomly, y'all. I kid you not. He said, "You look like you can run the ball like Emmett Smith." And I'm like, "Thank you. Damn, that is so kind of you." I just honestly I didn't say anything. I just smiled and chuckled and ha 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 ha. And then he ran. But in my mind, I'm like, I look like I could run the ball like him. Now, if you just want to say, sir, you are in great shape. What's the secret, man? What's the secret? That's a different story. But to just flat out just say you look like you can run the ball like Emmitt Smith. I mean, I'm sorry, but I've never saw anyone that said, that person looks like a great runner, or that person looks like he's really fast. Like, how dumb can you be, sir? How dumb can you be? So that was one encounter, and then the last one that I had, and that this was kind of iffy. My wife and I, we was shopping, or we were shopping the mall around, I think, the jewelry store or the sunglass section in the mall, and I try to give the security guard the benefit of the doubt because mall security guards nowadays are not experienced officers at all. They don't hold it. They don't have a gun. They have a flashlight. They're there just to walk around the to walk around the mall and to act tough, but really they're just there to finish their shift, get a little money, and then be on out. None of them are. I mean, people still rob the malls, and I've seen like security guards just watch them rob and be like, "All right, be my guest. Go on about your business." So anyway, apparently we must have encountered top security of the world, and we were dressed literally like we were just in our like sweats, and we were just very like incognito, like we didn't want to be seen. We had sweats, um, sneakers on. I mean, we were very like just chill. The guy is literally like on our case staring hard, and I'm just like, why is this guy staring so hard at us while we just looking at shades? Now, I was saying I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm gonna say maybe like 2-3 days ago there was a huge robbery, one of those snatch and grab robberies. So a big group of people destroyed a jewelry store, robbed and bounced. So, but to be honest, you would think they just up the ante with like serious security guards or police officers rather than just like this so-called security guard that want to be hard. So he was just eyeing me down. I was just, I don't know, put a bad taste in my mouth. So I consider that the third time he was racially profiling because it was a white guy. And it's that's why, y'all, I'm a huge advocate of you know opening your friend zone, or opening your circle of friends by with bringing in people from different cultures and nationalities and ethnicities, because we live in a universal society. It's very important to have friends from different cultures so you can learn more. It can educate you, because trust and believe, um black people can be racial profile to other cultures. um White people can racially profile to other cultures. The Asian community, the Hispanic community, every community racially profiles people outside their race, because especially if they're not familiar, and they go based on like what the so-called, what they hear a lot about, right? What this is what I've heard, this is what I've heard, this is how I've heard you guys act. So coming back to our topic, our first story of the show, um, like I mentioned, Saks Fifth Avenue issues an apology to Washington Wizards general manager Will Dawkins for racially profiling. So the NBA manager was accused of stealing clothing from the store location in Miami just about a year ago. This is reported by Essence Magazine. Last November, the general manager of the NBA's Washington Wizards, Will Dawkins, was racially profiled at Saks Fifth Avenue store in Miami. What ensued next was daunting, and security guard accused him of stealing clothes while he was shopping. The security guard, wearing plain clothing, had grabbed him along with another police officer who led him to the back of the store. He was then told they thought he stole clothing and hid it after leaving a Saks location in uh Brickell, let's say Brickell City Center, excuse me. Um there was video surveillance that revealed Dawkins was mistaken for another man who had stolen clothing that was revealed. Dawkins was then released the same night of the accusation because this egregious mistake, public humiliation, harsh treatment. Larry Bruce, president of Saks Fifth Avenue, himself sent a formal apology to the Washington Wizards general manager. Anscape Exclusive published the apology. So let's see here. Let me see here. It says, okay. Share dog. Okay, he said, I recently sent the letter below on behalf of Saks Fifth Avenue stores to apologize to William Dawkins, the general manager of the Washington Wizards, as well as to thank him for the way he has worked with us to create a positive outcome for the terrible experience he had in our Brick Hill store, wrote Bruce on June 15th. There was a violation of our policies that never should have happened. It is an important reminder to our entire organization that we must continually work to ensure that every guest that comes through our doors is welcomed and treated with respect. Bruce also shared that donations were made to racial justice organizations on behalf of Dawkins in Massachusetts, Miami, and the greater Washington, D.C. area. Dawkins hoped that despite his negative experience, the outcome will lead to better sensitivity training to prevent future racial profiling. My hope is that other stores see this and elect to readjust their policy or personnel, and in turn, those changes prevent at least one future event like this from happening to someone else. Once I was able to reshape my thinking, I realized it was all worth it because this didn't happen to me. It happened for me. Very well respected to the manager, but I mean, excuse me, to the president of Saks Fifth Avenue. But at the end of the day, kudos to William Dawkins for being a class act. I mean, I can't lie. What I see him is like a Chris Rock, right? Chris Rock could have easily responded by fighting Will Smith after getting slapped, but he didn't. He was a class act. He continued doing the show, but he did, clap back obviously with his comedy special. But I would, for one, I'm pretty sure that William Dawkins was taken care of, meaning compensated. To prevent a lawsuit, which he should have sued. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's 2024. Policy should not just be meant, or sensitivity training should not just happen now. Okay, this has been going on. I know every year, the workplace changes based on how society responds to it and embraces it. But this should never have happened in the first place. It really shouldn't. And it should not have just automatically been a change in the policies now. They should have been having something like this. Um, It says here also, Bruce shared, I fully acknowledge that Saks Fifth Avenue security team member who is no longer with the company, okay, broke protocol by approaching you without identifying himself, falsely accused you of shoplifting, and with the assistance of Miami PD, wrongfully detained. So, okay, security guard lost his job. I wonder what the Miami PD officer is doing at this moment. This should have never happened. We take full responsibility as these actions not only violated our security training policies, but also do not reflect the values of our company. Now, Dawkins being profiled by Saks Fifth Avenue isn't new occurrence for the black consumers in luxury shopping stores. While his role in the NBA brought the issue to a brighter light, imagine if he wasn't. Exactly. I'm glad they said that in this article. We wonder if the issue would have been resolved as quickly, or if a formal apology would have been made. Many black celebrities have experienced the microaggression, colorism, and racial profiling, and yet seems to continue. Um, I couldn't agree more. So, again, put it in the scenario of, what if William Dawkins wasn't an NBA general manager? What if he was just an everyday American, everyday guy? Um, what if it was someone like me? I'm no celebrity. No one knows who I am in Miami. I could have just walked up there, and they probably would have put me in the same boat, and I probably would have had a different outcome. Uh would I have what's what I'm trying to say? Dang, I can't even get my words right. Would I receive the same apology like Mr. Dawkins had received from the president of Saks Fifth Avenue? I honestly say I will say no. I don't think so. I don't think so. See, it helps when it's a well-known individual with a big following. Okay, the bigger following you have, the more eyes it will put on. Right, the more attention it will get. I mean, we can use an example of the George Floyd case because that George Floyd case was put out for to the masses. Trust me, that case, the eyes that was paying attention at this case definitely had something to do with the outcome of the officer, right? Or the consequence, the consequences, the sentencing, the whole 9 yards. It helps when a person with the following uh brings the attention to this. Now, it's sad because I bet you this happens all the time to people that are no name, non-celebrity individuals. Uh I remember seeing something on social media where I think J. Cole was at a Tesla dealership, and the employees was kind of eyeing him down, and then they realized, oh, that's J. Cole. You know what I mean? Like, they wasn't aware of who J. Cole was. And if you didn't know who J. Cole was, I mean, J. Cole is a very dressed down individual. Rocks a backpack, very comfortable. He can somehow have a just a homeless man look sometimes, but he's chilling. That's his vibe. That's his comfort. That's who he is. But for you, if you're not familiar, of the in the music industry, I mean, his face, you will know, oh, that's J. Cole. That's flat out, that's J. Cole. But yeah, there was a incident. I think J. Cole was racially profiled at a dealership. It says here Saks Fifth Avenue has reportedly donated to 3 charities. Okay. Oh, let me toss money at you and it'll make you feel better, right? No lawsuits. Let me just give some money to all these causes and we're back to being friends, right? Huh? No, no. I don't like it. Uh the charities were in Dawkins' name, the Greater Washington Urban League, Roca in Springfield, Massachusetts, and Miami Coalition to Advance Racial Equity. Um, and according to him, the donations were sizable. That's cute, sizable donation. So we're on good terms, right? We're back on good terms. We're all cool. We're cool. I'm not buying it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not buying it. This is a disgrace. It's sad for an individual who has worked hard to shop at stores, because probably his upbringing, he was like, man, I could barely afford this, I could barely afford that. Now I've made enough money so I can shop here like just an equal, like a regular person, just shopping, treating myself. I'm on vacation. It's extremely unfortunate. It's extremely unfortunate, but I'm excited for the outcome. I'm glad it made national news. I'm glad that Saks is changing their policies because of this incident. I hope he gets unlimited merch from Saks Fifth Avenue on the house for the rest of his life. I doubt it, but I hope so. Because trust me, it could have been a deep spiral for Saks Fifth Avenue if they didn't respond with something very sizable for him. Which I still think that they should, and they might have already did. But y'all, at the end of the day, people who racially profile someone, they need to be called out. Whether if it's happening in your workplace, whether if you have been racially profiled yourself at a restaurant, at a shopping store, I mean, they should be called out. That's one thing I do enjoy seeing when people bring out their cell phone. They're like, see, you see what they just did to me? I mean, that's the power of social media. That's the power of, like, the eye in the sky don't lie. Somebody's always watching. I do appreciate when people do post that on social media. So yes, we are gonna move it on to another story of the show, but we're gonna go to another commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Be right back. All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. On our next story, what do I want to bring up? What do I want to bring up here? Let's bring up. Hmm. Let's bring up these two fools that are fighting each other. Who are they're fighting each other They're fighting each other over a package. It's two thieves, by the way. It's two thieves that are stealing a it's two thieves that are stealing a package, and it's quite entertaining because you want to say, okay, so is it like a thief battle that we're witnessing right now? Are we really witnessing this at the very moment? So let me go ahead and play this soundbite for you. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you. So it looks like this occurred within seconds of the delivery. Doorbell video shows two men sprint to the door and scuffle over who will steal the package of cell phones. You hear me? Package of cell phones.
Apoyando, ¿no? De verdad, como apoyame.
So, y'all, this is happening in uh now this reporter I see here, ABC 7 LA. So I take it this is happening in California, but I mean, we're living on some hard times. When I tell you hard times, I remember the movie Fun with Dick and Jane. And Fun with Dick and Jane was about a couple who initially lived a very successful uh, upper middle class life. And then all of a sudden, uh, hard times hits. The breadwinner played by Jim Carrey who loses his job. Everything, all the assets and everything was put into his company because I think he worked in the stock market, and just all hell broke loose. They started, being like almost like a Bonnie and Clyde. They started robbing stores and and being, undercover thieves for, to help provide for their family. Now I don't know the story of these two guys. They could just be flat out thieves that just steal to steal. But I just think it's interesting when you start seeing robbers fighting each other over a certain package. And on top of that, this is the sad thing that occurs. So society loves to have everything shipped and delivered, right? Whether if it's our food through DoorDash and Grubhub and all this other stuff, or shopping online, right? Amazon, uh, Etsy, you name it. Everything is sent to our home in packages. That's why it's very lucrative. The fact when people created the doorbell cams, right? So people can always focus of who's coming to their door, stealing packages and whatnot. Um, but in this case, whoever ordered this package, I mean, I know they're very, very pissed because it's clear as day that it was stolen. But think about the safety of the delivery drivers now, because this happened seconds. Like, this delivery guy was just walking to his car, just walking back to his truck while the other guys pulled up, came up there and stole it. Now thank God no one was injured, but it's unfortunate the fact that this is a society that we live in, where people are going up broad daylight stealing stuff. Then on top of that, you see the robbers fighting each other over a package broad daylight. I hope justice will be served. I hope those guys get caught. Um, but it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's the hard times we live in. That's why people, it's very important to just, keep yourself safe. Why, keep, always watch your surroundings. Keep your eyes on the swivel is what my dad used to tell me. It's a football term. Keep your eyes on the swivel, but I keep my eyes on the swivel on a daily basis. Whether I'm going to the grocery store, whether if I'm exercising, if I'm going on a walk with my wife, restaurants, I'm always keeping my eye on a swivel. So I just the more I think about this story, it's actually pretty humorous because uh it's like the Thieve Olympics. All right. All right, who's going? You got to race up here. Who's going to steal it first? You got to fight over this package, and whoever wins the battle and leaves with the package, you win the gold. Like literally, it's like the Olympics for thieves and robbers. Like god dang, but I mean, let's be honest. It ain't looking too good over there on the California side. If this is, I think this believe happened in California. It ain't too sharp right now. Cost of living is. I mean, come on now, this California. I went there, man. Everything was expensive. Everything is expensive in Cali. Uh, Beautiful scenery, but got a huge homeless rate out there because I mean, again, it's just the cost is ridiculous. I believe I was reading an article. Los Angeles and New York City are like the two most expensive cities in the United States. Okay, the most expensive cities. Rent is expensive. Food is expensive. Transportation is expensive. It is expensive. I'll be honest. I don't see all the hype about California. I really don't. Now, I love New York City. I love New York in general. I truly, truly love a bunch of family that's still there. I love New York. It's my second home. But California, on the other hand, I don't see it. I really don't see it. Um, you guys get earthquakes pretty regularly, forest fires pretty regularly. Cost of living is crazy. You have a huge homeless rate. Okay. Um, when you have to try and take a leak, you got to get a code from the employee because they're worried about homeless people coming in there and bathing. Um, I've mentioned about the cost of living is insane. Uh, it's so many factors for me. It's so many factors for me. I don't see all the hype about living in California. I do not. If I had the funds, I mean, I'll vacation there. Or I'll stop in from time to time for an event or a sporting event and stuff. Like I said, it's nice scenery out there, but I would probably rather live in like a Texas or a um Georgia, VA, obviously. Um, Philadelphia, I like Philly. I'm a city kid. I like cities. I like the city noise and the city transportation. I love the atmosphere. I love the smell of street vendors, food vendors. I love that culture, right? I love it, the cities that never sleep. But California, man, was too prim and proper for me. Like I remember the first time I landed in Cali, and I think I landed in like San Francisco airport. And man, everything is dog friendly. Everything. They had literally like a bathroom for man, a bathroom for a woman, a bathroom for obviously like a handicap bathroom. Then they had a bathroom for your dog. All right. For your pets. I said, you have got to be kidding me. I go into every store I go into, I see a person with their dog. I'm like, okay, everything is dog friendly. I see like everything is dog friendly. Everything. I will say I did enjoy the thrift stores at in California. Okay, good thrift stores, great quality. I bought like 3 pairs of Nikes, and it was perfect. I still have them. There's somewhere around my house. But yeah, had a great time. Had a great time. Um, but yeah, I wanted to uh give you that story because this is the world we live in, y'all. And it's just again, stay careful. I know a lot of you shop online. I still do to this day. And I have a ring cam myself, but just stay safe, man. Just stay keep people in prayer. Pray for the world. Pray for the world. Pray for healing. The world needs healing. You hear me? The world needs healing. Uh we just that's all I can say. That's all I can say. Um, we're gonna do another break, y'all. When we come back, we'll be bringing up the conversation about actor Jonathan Majors. He's back in the limelight for for the good reason, not the bad. So Don't go anywhere. We'll have more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Do not change that dial.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
Rugged is the new smooth.
All right, friends, we're back here on the Arrington Gavin Show. As I mentioned earlier, actor Jonathan Majors is back in the public eye for a positive reason, for a good reason. It's been a long time since the last time we've really seen Jonathan Majors on a on a award stage and in the public eye like that. The last time we saw him, he was going through allegations of domestic abuse from an ex of his, and a couple of another person had made allegation. It affected his career because at that time he was on probably 2 to 3 of the most watched and most grossing films. Creed, I know he was in some Marvel films. He did a show I believe called Lovecraft Country or something. I might don't quote me on that. But he was really on the he was really he was on the rise of being a very well-known actor, and a damn good actor he is. But recently Majors received the Perseverance Award from the Hollywood Unlocked. Okay, Hollywood Unlocked is how can you describe it? It's like a gossip magazine blog column. Let me actually give you the proper, because I don't want to disrespect Hollywood Unlocked like that, because they are people that I enjoy reading, and I use a lot. I talk about a lot of their stories here on the program. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, so trying to see. It's not what I want. Not what I want. Not what I want. It's not what I want, people. Where are my? All right, let's see. Let's see right here. All right, Hollywood Unlocked features celebrity news, information, interviews, and candid conversations with stars about latest stories and rumors. So, Hollywood Unlocked had recently had an award show. I believe they call it like the Impact Awards, and this is reported by Variety. What I'm about to read for you, but I'll just, for those who are watching, I'm going to show you a quick video of Jonathan Majors receiving the award and being hugged by the one and only Janla Van Zant. And I believe this was just a second or third annual Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards. But the founder Jason Lee, well respected, has great relationships with celebrities and public figures, and I mean this award show has grown to be something pretty major. I mean, I'm surprised that they haven't televised it on the national standpoint yet, but I feel like they will soon. So it shows Jonathan Major coming up there on the stage, receiving a huge hug and a huge standing ovation, but receiving a hug by Yana Van Zandt. She kissed him on the head. Obviously, he's very emotional. And Yana fixed my life. She's a counselor. She's a therapist. She is that person that deals with people going through serious struggle. And Jonathan Majors was that individual that went through serious struggle. I mean, this guy's career really almost collapsed in front of our very eyes very quickly because of allegations. And the allegations, I think he he really turned out to be more of the innocent person. Both of them were guilty when it comes to just the fighting each other, but you saw who was starting the whole thing, right? You saw him running down the streets in a suit in New York City, and this is X was chasing him nonstop. Like he's trying to run and like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But it is a beautiful sight to see how obviously he was very touched by receiving this award, the Perseverance Award. Now the Perseverance Award, is I don't know if it was just started like literally just pretty recent from the Hollywood Unlock, but it's always good to award somebody because I've received awards myself. It's a great feeling. Um, but it says here, okay, Jonathan Majors breaks down in tears while accepting Perseverance Award after assault convictions. I'm imperfect. I have shortcomings. Now, just 6 months ago, Jonathan Majors was convicted of domestic assault and harassment, but that didn't stop the Hollywood Unlock from honoring him with the Perseverance Award at the annual Impact Awards in Beverly Hills. Now, he says, I'm imperfect. I have shortcomings. I acknowledge them. Fighting tears, his during lengthy remarks after being presented with the award by self-help guru and inspirational speaker Iyanla Vanzant. Now, when this occurred to Jonathan Majors, y'all, like I said, his gigs had stopped. People had took him off of their movie list, and he was had this project coming up, that project coming up, and they were like, no, we can't work like this, not with these allegations. And it's looking like you're looking pretty guilty, sir. Now, it could have been worse. But it it turned out he didn't have to do heavy jail time. But he was guilty on some charges. During this court process, he gained a new girlfriend in actress Megan Good, who is also she's doing great stuff currently right now. She's she's divorced. And yeah, she was by his side 24/7, even heading into court. It says here it was an emotional moment for the actor who took the stage following a sizzle reel that captured some of the Creed 3 and Lovecraft country star's career highs and personal lows, but he was greeted with a standing ovation from a starring crowd led by Hollywood Unlock founder Jason Lee. Now, Jason Lee's always been a controversial guy, so Jason Lee probably was always defending, in my opinion, he's probably always defending Jonathan Majors. Now, there were people that were on the fence and already coming with their conclusions before evidence was proven, and that's one thing I've spoken well, not myself, but my co-host comedian Ciroc Fox on a radio show that we host together. He made a good point. You have to be aware of you're innocent until proven guilty. We can't go quick with putting this guy down before we actually see proof, and that's I totally respect that, and we always have to be aware of that as well. Also says here, Majors continuously denied all allegations throughout his 19-day trial, but in April, he was sentenced to 1 year of domestic violence counseling. Per the ruling of a New York City judge, Majors must complete a 52-week in-person program in Los Angeles, where he currently resides. On stage at the award ceremony, Majors was tearful as he reflects on that experience. Perseverance means what? He said. Perseverance means persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay. And the God I serve has put me in a position where I've had to embody that word more than I wish or wanted. He continued, we live in a world where men, black men in particular, are propped up as either superheroes or supervillains. But I've come to realize, me personally, I ain't none of that. I'm just the guy whose faith has been tested. It has been strengthened by this testimony. The actor's legal trouble altered the trajectory of his fast rising star. Majors was slated to star as Kang, the Conqueror in the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, following appearances in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Loki. But he was dropped from all future MCU films on the day the verdict was announced. Other movie roles disappeared too, including a Buzzy movie where he'd portray Dennis Rodman. Majors had previously been dropped by his manager at Entertainment 360 and his publicity firm, the Lead Company. Now, to me, that's where it made it tough. And I even speak for myself. It made it tough for when when your PR firm, when your manager drops you. To me, okay, what is the deal? What is happening here? What is happening? Because normally they're there for you until you really see proof. They should have been there for you to the end, and now it's their loss because obviously, hey, look, is the case is over. You're doing what you have to do, but they should have. You can find a better and bigger firm that could help take care of you. Um, Following in March of 2023 arrest, he remains repped by the talent agency WME. However, in the spirit of the perseverance that the Hollywood Unlock Award suggests, on Thursday it was announced that Majors landed the lead role in Martin's Villan- Villanu- ah, Martin Villanueva's revenge thriller Merciless, his first new project since the conviction. There will be moments in your life where things get dark, and I mean really dark. I've seen the darkness in myself. I've sat in the pitch black, and that I've learned is that when you catch a glimpse of light, you run as hard and as fast as you can towards it. And I will never take that light for granted again. He went on to thank all the people who supported him during the trying times, from his family, mainly his mother, sisters, and his young daughter, and his girlfriend Megan Good, who was visibly emotional sitting in the audience, to a group of Hollywood heavyweights. Um, Also, his co-host Courtney B. Vance have been a strong supporter. So too was Whoopi Goldberg, who appears on Good's show Harlem. And Major said, uh, breathed this light of wisdom and understanding and carrying on to me and my queen will be allowed us to understand the support of the community. There are extraordinary people. I tell you, um, kudos to Jason Lee for putting on this event, because Jason Lee's career has always been like this, grew to just like an online website, magazine, blog, and now it's grown to a podcast. It's grown to a huge empire. I mean, I believe, is running for a local office in his hometown out in California. Um, it's grown to a huge. I mean, obviously an award show, and it's major. No pun intended, but this is a big thing for Jonathan Major. So I'll continue to follow up on this, man. Again, everybody deserves a second chance. Um I'll admit I was a person that had criticized Jonathan Majors at the time, before I knew better and no more proof. But now seeing that, hey, look, he's doing his time. Court ruled that, hey, he has to do this, he has to do that. So hey, let the guy do the time, as well as get back his career. He's an amazing, like I said, a great actor. A great actor. He did great in Creed. I started to check out more films that involved him in there. So we will see. We will see. Uh, Finishing up the show, y'all. This story right here, caught my attention because we live in a world where you have to, not have to, but you know, love yourself, embrace yourself, right? Don't have any self-doubt and self-conscious about the way you look. So I wanted to bring this up because it came across my feed, happening in most of the states here in the United States. An event called Fat Beach Day. Okay, Fat Beach Day. uh New York's Fat Beach Day gives plus size people a space to be themselves. Let's see. It says here Fat Beach Day events are springing up across the U.S. in efforts to fight back against fat phobia, reclaim safe spaces for the community, and honor plus size culture. Today, one of these celebrations is being held to coincide with Pride Month at Jacob Reese Beach in New York. Location deeply uh, ensconced deeply in the city's activism space. We're going through something culturally that is impacting us every day on an individual level and systematic level, said Jordan Underwood, the event organizer. We're really trying to open up a space for people to be themselves. Underwood, a plus size model, artist, and activist, described being bullied for their weight as far back as middle school. Consistent hate, cruelty, and harmful rhetoric from fellow students led to them setting up a blog at 12 years old, which became a place where they documented their experiences and made sense of what they were going through. In many ways, this marked the beginning of their journey into what they denoted as fat activism. I want to give my thoughts on this. I am all for this. I love the cause. I truly do believe that um and I might have to finish with this on the next program a little because I'm running out of time, but I just want to say that I'm truly for this cause, truly for creating a safe space for people to have to embrace themselves. It's sad that people do have the self hate and excuse me self hate and lack of confidence because of the way they look and that they're getting treated and bullied. First of all, there shouldn't be a place for bullying. First and foremost, um, there should I love this because they're saying, hey, look, embrace yourself, love your curves, and love your plus sizeness. Now, I would put this, and I might get some pushback, but I will say this: um, we all have to make sure that we do take care of ourselves. All right, we do have to take care of ourselves. If our numbers are saying otherwise and saying we need to exercise and watch our weight, then we have to. But I'm not. And again, I'm not saying that I'm against this cause, this event. I think it's beautiful. I think it's an awesome. But I just want to also put on the side, y'all, because hey, look, I'm getting back into exercising and working out. We have to stay active, exercise, make sure we don't erase years off our life. We want to add more years to our life. So we have to take care of our lives and just make sure that excuse me, make sure that we're just like saying, well, I'm gonna be fine with with this size. I'm not gonna try and uh you know lose any pounds because hey, I'm loving the way I'm looking. I'm loving me some me. No, we you have to. You still have to take care of yourself, and because something worse can happen with having a lot of weight on ourselves, y'all. That's just me saying this, but because I care about you, I love y'all. Be sure to tune into the Arrington Gavin Show Monday through Thursdays at 7 p.m. on all digital and streaming platforms. Also, you can listen to the program on the radio airwaves, WDJY 99.1 FM, Monday through Fridays at 11 a.m. Okay, excuse me, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Lord have mercy. So, look, y'all take care.